Welcome to the second episode of Coffee with Zebra. This is where we speak with industry veterans and get them to share their expert opinions and thoughts on some of the global trends that's happening around us and how they impact specific industries. I am Christanto Suryadarma, and I have a special guest today, and that's none other than Conrado Dayrit, owner of the Simbol Sciences from the Philippines. Hi, Conrado. How are you? And welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris. I'm well, thank you, and thanks for having me.
Conrado, I'm sure you would agree that e-commerce has been increasingly popular in recent years, and it has somewhat been accelerated because of this COVID-19 pandemic. More and more people are increasingly buying online, including me. And like any consumers, we want our items to be delivered to us as quickly as possible.
Yeah, e-commerce has changed the global business landscape. By having an online store, the entire purchase journey has become much easier for consumers, more convenient, faster for both consumers and businesses. In 2017 alone, I think the e-commerce industry in the Philippines recorded revenues amounting to something like 1.2 billion US dollars and was expected to have an annual growth rate of 16.2% by 2022.
Given this growth of e-commerce, how do third-party logistic companies or 3PLs cope with deliveries that demands such high velocity, frequency, and quantity these days?
Well, in the Philippines, 3PL companies are using contractual messengers who travel by motorcycles to deliver almost anything because they are relatively inexpensive. At the same time, they are very versatile and can easily get through traffic and negotiate the narrow streets and alleys of a typical city of a developing country. The contractual messengers provide their own motorcycles and smartphones at their own cost, subject to the company's specifications, of course, which are then installed with the company's mobile app for pickup and delivery. This enables the 3PL company to have a nimble delivery fleet equipped with technology at a minimal upfront cost, apart, of course, from the cost of developing and maintaining the app. On the other hand, the messenger gets a share of the delivery charge plus performance bonuses, which pay for the investment in the motorbike and the mobile phone, and resulting in surplus, that's his income. But that's just one part of the equation. It's important to note that adopting the right technology is crucial in meeting the delivery expectations of shoppers today. For example, a large forward-looking 3PL company in the Philippines has been scanning and tracking its shipments since the 1990s. We had supplied this company with barcode scanners and RF mobile terminals in the past, and recently it acquired technology to track not only its shipments, but its vehicles and couriers via GPS. This allows it to know exactly where its packages are and those assigned to deliver them from its command center. It can track near real time all that is happening in its network. It is currently looking into route planning and route optimization software. These new digital technologies can help leading companies innovate to stay ahead of changing customer expectations. And these technologies are also key to increasing efficiency through end-to-end visibility and a move toward real-time optimization. A crucial ingredient of this transformation is the connected supply chain, which lets logistics service providers offer a seamless solution to their customers. So, Chris, on that note, what do you think are the benefits of some of these digital technologies?
I think there are many benefits. For example, one, increase responsiveness and speed of deliveries. 2. Improve integration with retailer sales data, online transactions, and social media information, which allows for better demand forecasting, capacity and operations planning, and also reduce inventory. And 3. Seamless fulfillment resulting from a single view of a customer, demand enabled by fully digitized cloud-based control tower and integrates all the partners involved. And 4. Increase supply chain nimbleness and resilience through more comprehensive proactive modeling, which is particularly very helpful at this time, like now, when supply chains under pressure. But would you agree that such advanced technologies need to be supported by the right amount of data and business visibility?
Yeah, absolutely. Businesses need to gain operational visibility before they can make good business decisions. Some of our 3PL customers have invested in ERP and WMS systems with the attendant mobile computing and auto ID technologies. And this has allowed them to enhance their operations to achieve greater efficiency and results. For example, we worked with a cold chain company providing cold storage facilities for use by various businesses. We installed an ERP and WMS system with RFID scanning and RFID tag printing to automatically tag, weigh, put away, and retrieve all incoming and outgoing customer pallets.
Wow, those companies definitely made the right choice in embracing technology and digitalizing their business operations. COVID-19 has totally disrupted businesses and lives through city lockdowns and safe distancing measures, and it has strained the workforce of many companies. This is especially felt by labor-intensive business like 3PLs. Is it true that digitalization is only for big 3PLs players? What about the smaller ones or even SMEs? Do you think they can afford to digitally transform their business?
Yes, small players can still digitalize, but they must carefully choose the application areas that are essential to their businesses and which will give them an edge over their competition. Digital is the alternative to analog. Thus, digitalization means converting every analog facet or process to its digital alternative. So digitalization relies heavily on two things. Number one, the sensors at the edge of the business, which, as they say, where the rubber meets the road. Number two, the software that processes and acts on the data that all the sensors feed into the system. Companies should identify and plug the software gaps in their operations and provide the needed sensors for their software. Now, a brief word on the disruption created by COVID-19. It added a human resource scheduling and allocation problem for businesses and institutions because of the lockdowns and the restrictions on mobility, as well as the illnesses of staff. So, having a human resource management system, or what they call an HRMS, could mitigate the challenge, but maybe not entirely overcome it. Okay, now going back to before I digressed with COVID-19, I interviewed a senior executive of a 3PL company, the one I previously mentioned. And he said, and I quote, "The journey toward operational visibility through digitalization entails expanding your organization's capabilities and capacities through process changes and incorporating automation and data management into the core competence of the company. Digitalization becomes expensive when companies deploy systems that they don't really need for the sake of marketing or bragging rights that they have such systems without a thorough analysis of how these systems can make things better for their operations. For as long as process and policies are well thought out and the benefits of adapting systems are defined, no investment in automation is too expensive. And with new apps and systems being developed each day, the cost of automation is no longer as prohibitive as it once was. Close quotes. He's right. And digitalization doesn't necessarily mean it needs to come with a hefty price tag. Do you agree, Chris?
It doesn't have to be, because companies just need to find the appropriate software that fits to their key mission critical processes, perhaps subscribe it, then purchase it. And as for the hardware, they will have to do their due diligence to find the right ones with the lowest total cost of ownership. And total cost of ownership doesn't just mean low upfront costs. What they should also consider is whether the product that they are buying is from reputable brand, and if there is any after-sales support if it breaks down. So in summary, they need to work with the right technology partner who can truly understand their pain points and offer the solutions that cater to their needs and can offer them a peace of mind after they buying the product. Thank you, Conrado, for sharing your thoughts today. It's been very fruitful discussions. I hope to have you back to our show at some point. But till then, take care and stay safe.
Thanks, Chris. See you soon too. Cheers.